What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 7 of our Madden 21 Detroit Lions franchise. And you know, if you're not, I feel like most people that are watching my stuff still at this point in the Madden cycle, they're enjoying this series. But like, honestly, I come down to my office at the beginning of the day and I'm like, what do I want to play? And like, this is all I really want to play right now. So I'm not going to give it every single day, every single upload, but there just might be, you know, periods right now where really at this point of a Madden cycle, if there is something that I genuinely want to play, I'm going to play it, because it's kind of rare to have something that you want to play, and I've been having a blast, and I really do want to continue on and push on with this Lions franchise. So today, we're going to change up the pace just a little bit. As you can see, we have, 5 games left, and ideally I want to wrap up this regular season in 2 episodes. So this episode, we're going to play this Week 13 game against the Minnesota Vikings at home. Obviously, the implications within the NFC North are quite obvious. Both of us are 5-7, and I don't really want to lose this game, and I feel like, you know, last time we played Kirk Cousins, 3 interceptions, I think it was. So we're going to play this game Week 13, and then I'm going to sim Week 14 on the road against Denver and Week 15 on the road against Atlanta, so that Episode 8 will be the conclusion of the regular season with that Week 16 and Week 17 game. I don't really know what else to say. I think one thing I do want to try to hammer out here is a contract extension for Deshaun Hand. Crosby is another guy that there's some value there. He's 76 overall, only 25. That's expensive. And linemen don't go up depth traits in this game, so you know, you kind of get priced yourself in a hole. But here with Deshaun Hand, I think he offers a lot of versatility on the defensive line. If we ever decide to switch schemes or anything like that, like, he's a good player. He's a 77 D tackle. He's just not a D tackle in our scheme. So I do think there's some flexibility there. 25 has that start up. So let's see if we can get him on a 4-year, $18 million contract to really lock in some depth on that defensive line. I think he can play really everywhere, even being like an undersized D tackle. I think there is definitely some value there. But ultimately, we don't want to beat around the bush too much here. I just want to go in. I want to beat the Minnesota Vikings. I want to go to 6-7. And I honestly want to go 3-0 in this episode here, which is totally something that could be in play. I don't know. But we had an upset of all upsets. Like, we've had 2 massive upsets. We beat the Cleveland Browns, and then last week, 35-32 in the sim. When we beat the Browns, I was playing it. In the sim, we took it to J.J. Watt, Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, and the Arizona Cardinals, 35-32. So I want to keep on top of that momentum for today's episode. Start by knocking the goddamn Minnesota Vikings out of playoff contention. Just eliminating them. Like, one more loss, they are done for the year. And it's probably going to be a blessing in disguise. If they fail yet again, it's probably going to be Kellen Mond season, and they're going to ship off Kirk Cousins into free agency. So I'm going to do that for you Vikings fans. And then hopefully the sim can handle us against the Broncos and the Falcons. Let's get it. 3rd and 1. We got Deshaun Hand now. Getting some reps. Let's see what he can do in this play. And he blows up the play, but massive hole for Dalvin Cook. Drive continues, Minnesota. Oh, we got to get faster in the secondary, man. All of our corners kind of a bit on the long side. Like, when you talk about long corner, you're talking about guys at like 87, 88 speed. Gotta get faster. Like, O.R.A. not fast. Like, Okuda's the only guy that has some speed. Even then, it's not S-tier speed. Want to get quicker there in the offseason. He's been legit, like I said. I'm running 10-minute quarters. And it's been going on 6-minute drive for the Vikings here. Very annoying. But we get a nice little TFL there. Sets up 3rd and long. Go Jamie Collins. Oh, that should have been a pick. I hit them with the switch from the D-line last second, controlling the linebacker. Cousins had no idea what to do. We bend, don't break. Hold no field goal. So Cephas, get in more involved. Move the chains. Chain mover. Let's go, Geronimo Allison. Both feet in. 43 yards. Thought that was a blown play. Almost. I'm going to be honest with you. I guarantee you probably thought it as well. As soon as that ball came into Goff's hands, you'd already like pick. It's intercepted. And that's actually a hell of a play. Going right to the sideline, buying himself as much time as possible. Geronimo Allison, sleeper, gets both feet in. That actually looks kind of close, but it sets themselves up here for an, oh, another challenging it. God, Geronimo Allison sucks. And now we gotta fucking punt it. Jamie Collins is eating. I think that's his 3rd TFL of the day. Get there. Off the edge. Trey Flowers. 3rd and 20. There we go. Easy does to get the ball back. It's a good play. Chaz Surratt? Got his damn brother over here on the wide receiver. Why can't he make plays like that? Oh, come on, get there. Good pressure. Trey Flowers on the rookie. Levi Owozurike gets the sack. Oh, that's insta-sack. Is that Michael Brock? There's certain players. I'm someone that likes to, like, kind of ship out old players. They all have expiry dates, but, like, Michael Brockers and Jamie Collins have been outstanding. I think I'm going to ride those guys into the ground. I'm not going to let them go out to free agency. I'm not going to just look at, like, oh, they're 30. They're not going to get any better. Both those guys have been outstanding. I'm big fans of what they're doing to our and helping out our defense this season as we set up another field goal attempt. Oh, there we go. Nice little play. Get Brashad Perriman out in space. Too fast. Too hot to handle. Into Vikings territory. Oh, that was... I don't hate that throw. I like to trust my guy in that situation. Still, double coverage. Could have been a pick. Settle for the kick. That's like that could be our motto now. Could have been a pick, but we'll settle for the kick. Oh no! Goff. Frig Goff. You know, just absolutely frig Goff. No tutties, no tutties, no tutties. No tutties. Absolutely no tutties. Let's go. 54-yard field goal. Let's go, walk off. It's inside. It's inside. That looks good. That looks good. And Randy Bullock down the middle. All right, down 7. This game's putting me to sleep, man. Kirk Cousins averaging about 2 air yards per throw. And they're just running the ball for 3 yards a toke for Dalvin Cook here. Jesus. At least attack me. If the game's decided that Kirk Cousins is gonna have a 95% accuracy today, at least have like it be 30, 40-yard bombs downfield, Thielen, Justin Jefferson, not like, you know, this is NyQuil offense. There we go. Deshaun Hand got that new money. Right there. All right, and he goes short of the sticks, and they're going to go for a field goal after taking 6 minutes of the 3rd quarter up here. Oh, nice. Caught a roughing the passer. And, you know, you got to throw that back on ourselves. We haven't been prolific by any means on offense. We've been trying to. Anytime we hold on to the ball for more than 3 seconds, it's like a sack fumble or some bullshit we got to deal with. Let's go here. Let's attack. Let's attack. Let's attack. Come on. Someone do something. That's just... That's on the receivers, man. Had 4 years to throw the ball in the pocket. Everyone was just comfortable staying in their spot and not trying to do a scramble drill. No, hanging Jared Goff out to dry. It's unacceptable.
Mine. Or
maybe not. Let's be aggressive. Not even from the standpoint like this probably is not the best strategy. I need to wake up, man. I'm so bored. This Vikings team's putting me to sleep. I know Viking fans must feel. Come on. Ah. Take that in. Ah, almost got there. Almost got there. Oh, Hawkinson, touchdown. There's a pulse. We are bound and determined to prove that we are not the shittiest team in our own division. Let's have Hawkinson maybe audible. See if we can get him in the end zone at least. The drops today have been killing me. Tie it up. Play defense. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Give me the ball back. Guess we're going to, I mean, play for OT. Coin toss. The Vikings get it right. Gonna have to stop them. Someone make a tackle. It's a fucking joke. Make a fucking tackle. Give me that. Oh. This is embarrassing. This is literally my team's like, nah, you know, we tried, but we don't get paid any extra for overtime. So we're just gotta kind of be out there, go through the motions, get out injury free.
Fuck you!
Go. I take back anything I ever said. Ronnie Harrison. Let's go! Stealing victory with the jaws of defeat. That is the personification. That's textbook. This stands. And there's no child. There's nothing on the field. What a win. What a win for the Detroit Lions. That was literally like Vikings got the ball in overtime. Averaged 20 yards of play. Get right down to the red zone. And then that happens. Ronnie Harrison coming over via trade by the Cleveland Browns. That's awesome. That is awesome. Way to go, Detroit. 22-16 over the Minnesota Vikings. We will not be last place in our division. Looking at the game here, 300 yards for Goff, touchdown. No picks. Did have 2 fumble losses, which were annoying. Couldn't, or 3, sorry. Didn't really run the ball particularly well. Only 35 yards, DeAndre Swift. 755 and a tutty for Hawkinson. Over 100 yards for Amon-Ra St. Brown, the rookie. 74 yards for Brashad Perriman. Defensively, Jamie Collins, 12 tackles, 4 TFLs, and a sack. He has been outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. 2 TFLs for Aquara. Deshaun Hand getting a new contract, getting an up in playing time. He rewarded that. 4 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack. Trey Flowers, 2 sacks. Interception from Dunbar. And of course, the 90-yard OT winning fumble recovery from Ronnie Harrison Jr. Let's go. So before we get in our first of 2 sim games, we do have an upgrade for TJ Hawkinson, who with the morale is up to an 87 overall. And I do think, undisputedly, when this season is done, he is going to be regarded as a top 5 tight end in the National Football League. So we got this episode started 1-0. Kind of feel like we're playing with house money here. But against Denver, this is a Denver team. Doesn't have Aaron Rodgers, you know, so it's a team that's, yeah, I don't really know. Denver's a weird team. I think they're really good. I think they're kind of underrated, but they're also not good. It's weird. So we're up with a 10-point lead here going into the 4th quarter. This is utter dominance. Detroit is the team that wants it more. I have not seen a whole lot of the Denver Broncos in Lions territory until the back end of the 4th quarter, sorry. This is, they got close to comfort. That's 2-0 in the episode for the Detroit Lions here. 23-20 over the Denver Broncos. Teddy Bridgewater, surprise, surprise, not very good. Jared Goff, 286, a touchdown, no turnovers. 49 yards there for DeAndre Swift. We had 117 yards on 6 catches and a touchdown for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Kid's getting hot at the right time. 41 yards Hawkinson, 60 for Perryman. Defensively, 9 tackles Jamie Collins, 3 TFLs, 5 tackles for Levi Onwuzurike. We had 2 TFLs and an interception from Ronnie Harrison, 2 TFLs and a sack from Elim McNeil, as the Detroit Lions are finishing this season out hot. Now it's going to be all for naught if we don't make the playoffs, and then we're just really playing ourselves out of a great draft pick. But a win's a win as you're trying to reset this culture here in Detroit. Now it's 7-7 and ahead of a matchup against the 6-8 Falcons. Final game of the episode. We do have some big-time upgrades to have for some key young playmakers on both sides of the ball. We got DeAndre Swift, who right now with the confidence, the morale, 82 overall. Jeff Okudah started out hot. had a couple interceptions, and then really he's been, you know, cooled off just a little bit, but he's still an absolute beast. Ronnie Harrison, though, had an interception last week, the 90-yard fumble return in overtime. 2 weeks before that, he has been exceptional business by the Detroit Lions front, by me, all right? Going out, getting Ronnie Harrison in trade before the trade deadline from the Cleveland Browns. He has been nothing short of a stud for our defense, and it all lines up here against the 6-8 Falcons for us to finally go a game above 500 and finish the episode 8-7. I mean, let's be honest, it's definitely a winnable game. It's not like the Atlanta Falcons, some powerhouse. They're probably they're more in line with where we are as a franchise, Detroit Lions, than they were, you know, the 28-3 memes, Atlanta Falcons. So that's good. Both teams score on their opening drives. Atlanta's offense ain't messing around today, looking revitalized under Arthur Smith, coming over from the OC spot in Tennessee, and he's getting them playing at a high level. Julio Jones is still on their roster, and yeah, man, they're balling out today, 27-7. Maybe we can get a couple late scores here, make it closer than it might appear, but it's not looking good, man. That is a very long drive, and we get humbled. Of course, we can't go 3-0 in an episode. Look at that 45% completion percentage for Jared Goff is not good. Atlanta absolutely smokes us with no touchdowns. Was it all on the ground? 37-14. Jared Goff, 1 touchdown, 3 picks on the day. It's games like that that make you think. Probably going to have to find a quarterback sooner than later. They got, what? Let's just see this. They got 2 touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns. That'll do her. That'll do her. And that's another thing I've noticed. DeAndre Swift not been very good in the sim. Very good when we play. He's almost a lock for 100 yards from scrimmage when we play, but when it's in the sim, inconsistent to say the least. Perriman, 6 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown, 31 yards for Hawkinson. Defensively, 10 tackles Collins, 10 tackles and a sack from Romeo Okwara. Only got 1 pressure. That's just a very, very ugly performance to go out on in this episode. So we're at the end of this episode 7-8, which again, you know, I kind of asked you at the end of the last episode, what do you thought our final record was going to be here in this first ever 17-game season? And you know, 7-10. 7-10 was probably where I felt most comfortable being like, yeah, that's not a bad season. That's not a bad season, all things considered, for the Detroit Lions. And you know, with 79s across the board, we still got a lot of work to do, and 7 wins is pretty good. We got a very winnable game here against Seattle. Even though they have Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf and all those guys, and they're definitely a lot better than that 5-10 record, you know, we could win that one. We could absolutely win that one and maybe play a little bit of a spoiler. Week 17 against Green Bay at home, hosting them. I don't know if we beat them. It does anything with their bye or anything crazy like that, but could play spoiler, and that's always something that's pretty good in a highly volatile, highly competitive division where none of these teams like each other. But that will do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, trying to work our way as close as we can to 150,000 subscribers before Madden 22 season is upon us. Smash that like button if you enjoyed. Helped out the old YouTube video, my videos in the algorithm, and I very much appreciate it. Leave a comment in the comment section below about how you're feeling about this Detroit Lions series, and I'll see you guys back here in a couple days on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.